Hey crew, it's Pitt, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today we are going to be checking out a hot new drop from Dax. Shout out to Chris for reminding me that Dax had this out. This is Eternity. Let's dig in.
And when you really examine the concept of eternity, one will find that there is no end.
That's a big one to wrap your head around right there already. No end is more than you can think of.
Life after death is a concept humans still don't understand.
No, but I'm working on it, and I got some talking points. It's up there.
How long is eternity? I don't understand. Some say forever, but if it's forever, then when does it come to an end? It's more than a concept. An infinite time that we spend. It confirms that our lives here on Earth are a blip of existence and don't make a dent. As we get older, it creeps.
No. Like, it doesn't make a dent in eternity, right? Like, the little max 120 years that we get doesn't make a blip in a fart on eternity scale. But what you do with your time absolutely makes a difference.
Confirms that our lives here on Earth are a blip of existence and don't make a dent. As we get older, it creeps in our mind. The thought of the end and beginning of time. The life that we thought that we live doesn't matter. Approaching the thought that someday we all die. I get confused when I look in the sky. What is this water hitting my eyes? Maybe the...
See, people look at school the wrong way too. Like, for real. Like, we look at school as if it's supposed to educate our children, absolutely. And it's not. It's supposed to give them the firm foundation of knowledge. Right? It's supposed to teach them how to read, how to write, how to do arithmetic. But it's up to you as a parent to expand beyond them shackles, right? To teach independence, to teach drive and initiative. The school's not going to teach you that. That's not what they're there for. That's a parent's job. It's the parent's job to make sure that they understand their civic duties and responsibilities, to understand what part they play in society. That's all supposed to be on the parents. And we try to put that off on the schools. Schools are there for a reason. We need to work. So we send our kids to school to learn. Because you cannot keep your kids at home and work full time outside of the home. Now, people homeschool. Absolutely. They do a great job, but not everybody's cut out for that. So we have schools, and we are supposed to be responsible for the schools that we have. Right? If your school is teaching nonsense, then that's on your school. My schools, where my kids went to school, they taught great things. They teach kids actual life skills. You can graduate from that school with several technical degrees and go to work in body shops and go to work welding and go to work flying drones for coastal restoration, like all kinds of things in the high school. But that's our school. We make sure that our school is on top of those things. If your school is just putting handcuffs on your kids, then that sounds like a civic responsibility problem. And I understand that Dax is addressing the greater issue of restricting the creativity of these kids, and that's not something we should do. We should have arts. Our school's got arts. Like, we have one of the best arts programs in the state. Top notch every single year in playing band, right? The marching band goes to competitions, wins in the top every single year. They win districts every year. They expect excellence from the children. The school expects excellence from all the kids, and we get it. That's not to say that it is perfect, that everything goes exactly correct, but we stay on top of it.
We all die. I get confused when I look in the sky. What is this water hitting my eyes? Maybe the rain is the pain and shame that hits Earth when God cries. As we get older, we don't care what we did.
And if you don't think God cries when he sees some of the things we did, you're out of your mind.
It's Earth when God cries. As we get older, we don't care what we did. It's not the things we receive, but the things we give. We try to go back to the time we were kids, but those shoes no longer fit. And then we finally realize that everyone dies, but not everyone lives.
That's true right there. Like, we as a society don't value education enough for our schools to actually take it seriously. Like, if we valued education more, then our kids would not act like complete buttheads in the classroom. Like, nobody's kids would do that. You would never see a video of a fist fight in the classroom. You would never see a child cussing out a teacher and then the teacher not able to do nothing. In a responsible society, that would never happen. That child will be disciplined and harshly if need be. We have gotten away from thinking that it's okay sometimes to punish harshly. It is. And it's up to us to make sure that these things happen. It's a responsibility thing, a personal responsibility thing. And Dax took personal responsibility for his life. He is giving you the key right now. It doesn't matter your schooling. Find your passion and follow it. Dax did. Like, he was playing basketball. That didn't work out. He found music, and look at him. He's crushing it, right? By breaking out of the mold that people try to put on him.
Realize that everyone dies, but not everyone lives. So I'm taking a chance. I'm living my life in the moment and not in a future that's not in my hands. I'm giving my time to the people who love me for everything that I am. I'm living my life in reality, not for a post that they'll tap when they open the gram. I'm doing whatever it takes. I'm not gonna dwell on my past mistakes. I'm in the gap between my dreams and what I see while I'm awake. They say leave it up to fate. Well, fate favors those who take. Cause if eternity's forever and all this is temporary, why wait?
I love it. He's telling you something right here. He's telling you the same thing I'm telling you all the time. You have to take responsibility for you. You have to take responsibility for your kids, absolutely, but for you as well. Right? If you're in a job that you hate, then make a plan to get out of that job. If you're in a life that you hate, make a plan to get out of that life. With a plan and the will to execute it, you can do that.
Humanity's lost. You obsess the price of material.
Like, ain't nobody out here outworking Dax, Tom, Ryan Upchurch. Like, all these guys are out there. They're crushing it, right? They're crushing it because they're grinding it. They're leaning into the grind. They are intentionally taking on the hard parts in order to get better at them. And it shows, right? It shows. But we want to just have everything passively come to us. We want to just pray for it and it show up. No, that ain't how it works. You got to grind it. You got to. And you have to get past the thought that the grind is the terrible thing. It's not. Now, if you're in a shitty job, that's on you. Find a better job. Yeah, that's really easy to say. I know, right? But you can make a plan for a better job. You can find a technical degree that you can do at night. You may not want to work that hard, but that is what it is, right?
Why wait? Humanity's lost. You obsess the price of material things.
And that right there has screwed us more than anything. This obsessing the price of material things, right? We are not sufficiently happy with what we have. We want something bigger, better, newer now. And that is why you're on this grind. Because you want a bigger TV. You're not satisfied with 56 inches. You need 72. You're not satisfied with a 2016 car. You need a 2024 car. And I'm not faulting you for that. If that's what you want, then know that's what you're grinding for. But that's why you're grinding. You're not grinding because the man's making you grind. You're not grinding for survival. You're grinding for a new car. You're grinding for better shoes. Now, some people are grinding for survival, right? If you're scraping by and just barely paying your bills. But are you eating out or are you cooking at home? Do you run your air conditioner higher than you should? Like, I'm not faulting you for making those choices, but that's the choices you make. And that's what makes you have to grind, right? We are grinding today for pleasures and thinking it's for the necessities. The necessities is your house, your food, and clean running water. Like, all the rest of it is a little bit extra, and it's nice extra. I like having all of this stuff. I like being able to talk to you in air conditioning, but that's not the necessities. You should be focused on bigger and better. You should be trying to do more, but you should not be trying to buy a house working at McDonald's. That's not a thing you should be doing. You should be getting away from McDonald's unless you are on the quick path to upper management. That is not a permanent position. If you're making minimum wage after 2 years, that's a you problem. You are doing something severely wrong.
But at what cost? Then treat time like currency and spend it for applause, because we think that life is just a game we can turn on and off. We build, we break, renew, replace. We 9 to 5 and count the days for 40 years till 65, then live off what our pension pays. We fall in line as mental slaves. Our bodies work, our minds are caged, and that's why people say the richest place you'll find is at the graves, full of hopes and dreams that people never chased, full of feelings that we felt but never got to say. All the thoughts inside our heads that we kept stored and locked away. As our age increased and we got old and everything decayed, and we finally realized that our whole lives was not a game, and that time was a commodity that we could not regain, and that we were in control and there was no one else to blame. Is the day that we change.
Right, that's why I'm out here helping you every day, right? That's the whole goal of the channel. Like, I do make money off the channel. There is a grind towards on the channel, right? We have a goal, we have a mission, and we have a goal. I'm pulled in a lot of different directions. I'm on a lot of different grinds because I don't want to grind for somebody else. So I'm trying to grind a game. I'm trying to learn how to build a game and make it. I'm doing that. It's happening. It's hard. I'm trying to learn how to be a video editor. I'm doing that. It's not as hard. But like, there's all kinds of little components in this that I push together to try and get into my future grind, because I want to grind that I want to have fun with for the next 20, 30, 40 years. However long it takes me to coast on home. I want to be doing something for the rest of my life. I don't look forward to just sitting around doing nothing. That doesn't sound fun to me. It shouldn't sound fun to you. Like, you shouldn't spend your life just to come home and watch Netflix.
Day that we change. It's eternity,
No end. No end.
eternity, no end, no end. It's eternity, no end, eternity, no end.
Just bear with me for 1 second here. I know I talk a lot. If you don't like talking a lot, you're definitely on the wrong channel. But just imagine eternity with no end for 1 second. Right? If you had to think about where you are today for the rest of forever, would you be happy with the choices that you are making? Not the ones you have made. You can't change those. The ones that you are making right now and where it is leading you in the future. Are you happy with that? If you had to face that, like, if everything ended right now, would you be happy with the choices you are making forward in your life? No end.
It's eternity, no end. It's eternity.
Now, I have a slightly different concept on all of this, right? I believe that we're not here for just this 120 rounds. I think that there are multiple 120 rounds, but that's me. You don't have to believe that. And so for me, journey is about learning and about the experience and about the grind. And so there's that too. That's all explained in the playlists.
Eternity, no end, no end. It's eternity, no end, eternity, no end.
What are you doing with your time? What is your definition of happiness? Are you giving more than you're taking?
I am definitely trying.
Are you giving more than you're taking? And finally, if it were to all end right now, what are you holding on to that you need to let the world see?
All right. Y'all make sure y'all get back over to the Access page, give me a like, share, and a sub, throw him a comment, and let him know you appreciate what he is doing. I sure do, right? I appreciate these indies out here grinding away and trying to show you that you can grind away too. Right? That's what he's doing. He's trying to wake you up to the concept that time is here and time is now, and time is not guaranteed any farther in the future. So if you have something that you want to do, if you've got something you want the world to see, the time to get on that is now. The time to do it is now. You're not guaranteed tomorrow, and yesterday is already gone. If you're not doing it now, it will never get done. Get on it. This is me telling you that. This is Dax telling you that. This is all of these successful people, right? All of these people who have made it. Look at Patrick Bet-David. He's telling you that. Look at Tim Pool. He's telling you that. Look at whoever you choose, right? Whoever has however many subscribers that you want to think about, just in this one specific area. They're all telling you the same thing. Get on your dreams today. Get on that today, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Get on it. Make the reality that you want to see. I have a whole playlist up here. A whole playlist dedicated to how you can make your reality. How you can grab hold of your timeline and make your reality happen. I'm doing it. I'm building a game. That's where my stuff happens, right? This whole channel is for y'all, right? It's for me. This is my therapy. I talk to y'all. And this is for you, because I'm trying to dispense a little bit of wisdom for you. And it's goal-oriented towards the school, because that is always the end goal. Y'all make sure y'all get back and show some love to Dax. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me, and I am praying for you every single day. Until next time, I love you. God loves you. You are perfect, whole, and complete just the way that you are. And this has been Pitt's Take. Peace.